Good evening. This is Tanisha LaVerne, reporting live from the red carpet at the Brooklyn Academy of Music for the New York City premiere of Spike Lee's The Blackkklansman. The legendary filmmaker has brought us amazing films like She's Gotta Have It, School Days, Clockers, 25th Hour, The Sweet Blood of Jesus, Bamboozled, and the list goes on and on. Spike Lee is now back with The Blackkklansman that tells an amazing story of an American hero who infiltrates the Ku Klux Klan in the early 1970s. The Black Klan stars John David Washington, the son of legendary Oscar-nominated and Oscar-winning director Denzel Washington. Good evening, this is Tanisha LaVerne Grand live on the red carpet at Spike Lee's Blackkklansman, highly anticipated Blackkklansman premiere. I'm with the ever so beautiful, gorgeous, multi-talented actress, comedian, Risha Webb, who is my pick to play Diana Ross. If they ever, well, I should say Tracy, because her role in Mahogany was Tracy.
Yes.
If they ever
that would be a dream.
do a reboot for that movie.
That is my dream. That is my dream.
Listen, this is my girl.
I love you.
This is my girl.
Thank you so
I'm so
much.
proud of you,
Thank
Risha.
you so much. You look gorgeous.
Thank you. So we're both doing blue tonight, so we're in theme, both
Yes.
city girls.
Yes.
I know you're from Baltimore,
Amen.
and you're always shouting out Baltimore
That's
on your
right.
social media, which is
That's right.
awesome.
That's right.
You know, I got to tell you, I interviewed you about 4 years ago at the NAACP nominees announcement.
Yes.
And you were so beautiful back then, and you've been just so consistent with your
Thank
brand.
you.
So talk to me tonight a little bit about the Blackkklansman and what resonated with you when you saw the film.
Well, I haven't seen it, so this.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
Seen
Oh,
it.
you're in for a ride, girl.
I'm so excited because I keep saying the word necessary. So necessary for a film like this. It's so necessary for people to see, you know, Spike Lee and Jordan Peele combine forces, and to see that we can support each other and talk about real issues and start a conversation, especially with deaths like Nia Wilson murders, like Nia Wilson happening right
Sandra
now.
Bland,
Sandra Bland. I mean, there's so many things happening right now that are white supremacists, you know, are on it right now. And so I feel like this will help us have a conversation, have uncomfortable conversations with everyone. So, I mean, I can't wait to see it.
Let me ask you this. As a black woman working in the Hollywood space, which is a very difficult space to navigate, what are some of the difficulties that you faced, and how did you, channel them, for good?
Well, I feel like everybody wants to put you in a box at all times. And I feel like, I just want to create art and just inspire people.
I saw your stand-up show. I was like, look at this girl go! Look at this go!
Yeah, so I mean, whether it's comedy or drama or musical theater or whatever, I just want to touch lives. That's what I love to do, is just change people's perception of a moment. Just take a moment in time, and for that moment in time, you can lose yourself.
Oh, wow.
And so I don't like when people put me in a box and say this is who you are, because there's so much to me and I don't even know who I am sometimes. I'm still developing. So that's one thing that I've always had to stretch myself and keep showing people, but that keeps me ready. But anything other than that, I mean, men will be men. But, at the end of the day, I'm a strong black woman. I was raised with strong black women, so that don't mean nothing to me.
What I love is that you are challenging the narrative that you can be both beautiful and funny.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
beautiful and
Because my
funny.
family, even though they're not comedians, they're beautiful women, and they funny as shit.
Damaris, we meet again. As promised. You look even more stunning than you did 1 week ago today, actually, at John Singleton's Snowfall.
Yes.
Wow.
I did.
You
I
did
loved
see it.
I did.
Wait a minute. Now, did you binge watch the first season?
I did, and I was getting ready for today.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about the Blackkklansman.
Yes. We're here.
This is amazing, right?
It's time. This is a true story. This is a movie that is truth. This is not fiction. This is not made up. This is you watching a movie and seeing something that happened.
Wow.
It's real.
Wow,
It's not fabricated, and I find that a lot of the times we get so caught up in social media and we get so desensitized to the senseless things that are happening in the world that they just last on your Insta story for 24 hours until you post a selfie. We're so desensitized. This is a movie to show you that you can't be desensitized. You gotta wake up.
Wow. What do you want viewers to walk away with from this movie?
When you leave this movie, I want you to know that you don't know a lot. And I say that to say that I had to learn that, right? I grew up in New York. know every cuisine. I thought I knew every type of person, every culture, every ethnicity. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that we don't know, and we have to be okay saying that we don't know because that's how we're going to go find out.
What do you want to say to white women who just won't galvanize? You understand? Who just won't get on board?
For sure. If you have ever asked yourself what you would have done when Martin Luther King Jr. was alive, if you ever asked yourself what you would have done in Germany in the 30s, this is that moment. This is that moment now. So let's stand the fuck up.
Woo! My girl. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mess it up for you. So Maxwell, you're here tonight to support Spike Lee's latest film, The Blackkklansman. I know you haven't seen the film, but what does the title alone say to you?
It doesn't even make any sense that could be the case. But according to the real story, someone infiltrated, right? The Klan, and we get to see something that I can't wait to see, and how they do it. And there's another aspect to the film too that's really great, is the strength of these women in the movie. So I'm about that life. I want to see how, yet again, women are
Maxwell, that's your brand.
What they're doing.
That's your brand.
Well, it's my brand, but it's also
your purpose.
it's my purpose, but it's also truth. And it's just good to see, because Spike always manages to do this. He always manages to put women in a position where you're like, wow, there he is, making us see how strong the women in our communities really are. You know, I don't know if you really ever get that from the films, but I always walk away from Spike movies going, there it is again. And it's always different how it's always portrayed. So I hear that happens in this film as well. So I'm excited.
Talk to me about, one or two things that shocked you about success. And the type of success, the type of popularity that you're experiencing, and, this like...
Nothing has shocked me. I manifested all of this. None of this
Wait a second. Do you guys hear that M-word? Manifest.
Yeah, I manifested it. Like I've taken it. Like I should start posting my vision boards from like 10 years ago, because everything that I'm experiencing, the most shocking thing, I guess, everything's a lovely surprise, because it's like, when you like, I need to go to the store and I really want these kind of shoes. And then you go to the store and those shoes aren't there, right? But then you go back a week later and then they're there. You're like, oh, great, lovely surprise, right? So I feel like I've been having a lot of lovely surprises, like a Tesla.
Wow, the Tesla. That was
lovely
amazing.
Surprise.
I was like, wait, Tyler Perry, I need a Tesla too.
Yeah, put it in
wait a
work.
minute.
You work a gang of hours, bunch of days straight for him, and do your job and come through and run it. You might get one too.
You know what? I believe that. Thank you for speaking that over my life. I really appreciate it, Tiffany.
Thank
so
you.
The Level Up video that you and Brescia Webb did.
Yes.
That was too cute.
Yeah,
what did you guys do?
So much fun. We did it on the stage at Hamilton. We went to see Hamilton yesterday.
Oh my God.
And the cast let us come on stage, and then we were like, we should level up. We just went up another level. We got to see this amazing play and experience all these wonderful people's talent. Let's give them something. So we leveled up on the stage.
Wow. What do you want to say to young women who are in the foster care system that want to do what you do, but just are like, I don't know how I'm going to get there?
Well, I didn't know, I would like to say to them, I didn't know how I would get here either. To all those young girls that are in the system or in any kind of situation where you feel hopeless, I would suggest you stay focused, figure out what it is you love, and do one thing towards that every single day, and you will accomplish it. No matter how it seems. I slept in my car for 3 months, 3 different times. That's 9 months.
Wow.
9 months total. I slept in my car over the course of my life. And here I am today, sleeping in lovely hotels and driving Teslas.
There you go. Your body of work is amazing, and Blackkklansman is just, I was left spellbound. Was John David Washington your first pick? Was he the person that
There's nobody else.
Woo!
I did not have John audition or read or push something on tape. I just offered him the part. I knew he could do it.
Wow. So you're bringing in a whole new generation to your work. and you're teaching them a lot about, Black culture and the African American narrative and our history and American history. What is something that the millennials are teaching you?
They teach me all the time because I'm a tenured professor of film at NYU Graduate Film School. So, they keep me on my toes.
On your toes?
Yes.
What do you want the audience to walk away with the Black Panthers?
I don't do walkaways and takeaways.
Okay.
The audience is too intelligent for me to tell them what to think.
You know what? I love that about you, Spike. You guys know him from Ballers, John David Washington. He is definitely a chip off of the old block, Denzel Washington. What is the greatest thing you learned from working with Spike Lee in the legacy of your dad, who also worked with Spike Lee? I mean, this is powerful, man.
The multiple lanes and avenues of telling the truth. There's not one way. Don't skip any steps.
Wow.
Period. That was so inspiring. And to love what you do. I mean, this man has accomplished pretty much everything, and he still loves it. It was like it was his first film.
Wow.
So, check your ego at the door. It doesn't work, and it doesn't work. And it's not conducive to what we're trying to do in the storytelling business.
Well, congratulations. Thank you so much. This film is a must-see. The Blackkklansman opens nationally August 10th. Tanisha LaVerne Grant, blackinamerica.com.